My client had the most amazing realization the other day. She realized that the inadequacy that she's felt about herself, believing she's inadequate, was always the feeling of inadequacy that her parents carried when they were looking after her, when they were, what's the word, when she was growing up, when they were parenting her. So this inadequacy that she's always believed was hers was actually her parents'. And this is such a common experience. If you're a sensitive, empathic kind of person, you're going to have absorbed other people's feelings, emotions, and energies and taken them on as though they're your own, and lived with them and created strategies around them and navigated life by them, believing that they're telling you about you and that you have to then do something about it. Whereas what this client saw so clearly was that actually, in the experience when she was having a big emotional experience, her parents felt inadequate. They felt like they couldn't handle it. They didn't know what to do. They felt helpless and hopeless. And she felt that. As a small child, she felt that and took it on as if it was hers. And connected it with emotions as well. That if I'm having this kind of emotional experience, this is wrong. And I'm inadequate to handle it. And then, in that belief of inadequacy, she would then experience anxiety and senses of panic at the fear of this experience of the emotion. Whereas, in fact, in recognizing that she was never herself inadequate to experience her emotions, neither in truth were her parents, but they didn't know that. And so she felt their inadequacy, and it was never anything to do with her. She is, as you are, perfectly capable of holding herself in her emotional experience, particularly now as an adult. As a child, yes, that might have felt tough. If these were big emotions, it might have felt tough. And she could have done with having somebody around her that could have helped her with that at that age. But as like most of us, that wasn't available then. So we do it now. We do it now the minute we realize what's going on. We do it now the minute we realize that actually our emotional experience is okay, that we're safe in it, that we can handle it, and that we can hold ourselves in it. We can be there for ourselves in it. And then we start to unravel all these confusions about what's mine and what's theirs. And then we can increasingly discern that as we move through life. We can then discern more easily, is this mine that I'm feeling, or is this somebody else's? Am I picking up somebody else's energy, somebody else's emotions, somebody else's feelings? And the more we can discern those, the more easily we stay in our own experience. Staying with ourselves, but with all of it, helps us go mine, yours, and therefore stay in our lane, stay in our world, stay in our experience with ourselves, and then move forward with other people from there. Because if for as long as we're taking on other people's as ours, oh my goodness, there's a lot of confusion right there. There's a lot of stuff to navigate, and especially when we believe we're wrong for experiencing it. So I hope this gives some insight into what's available and what might be going on in your experience. All the ways that you think you're wrong, incapable, inadequate may well have been picked up from people around you when you were little. It was never yours to begin with. So come join us if this feels like something you would like to see more of. Come join us in the Enlightenment event in April, where we're exploring emotions and our emotional experiences, lightening them and lightening them, seeing how capable we are at holding ourselves in them, so that then we get to have these similar kind of recognitions of what's mine, what's yours. Because it's so much easier to be with ourselves in what's ours than trying to navigate something that was never ours to begin with. I'd love to know if this resonates for you. Drop a comment below.